Hey there, this is Charlie Double. I'm out here and I'm looking at the yard. It's not doing as great as it could be, for sure. I'm going to give you my suggestions here. For a house that's going to be sold, I would get rid of this big green bush in the front, maybe plant a couple of small Japanese compacta hollies. It's entirely up to you. We have all these tiers coming up through the rhododendrons and the forsythias. We need to remove all of that. Um, but let's go with the simple option here first. To clean out the bushes, get all the volunteers out of the front, just trim them to get all the weeds and all that stuff out of here. It would be $160. To get the vines off of the house that go all the way to the roof, I will charge $50 to do that. To prep the flower beds, and that's to pull all the weeds out of the ground, to straighten this border up, get all this stuff cleaned out, that was $275. To get out the old mulch, put the new mulch in, that is $140. If you would like, however, to remove these bushes, all of these bushes, everything out here, that would be an additional $275. Of course, the trimming wouldn't be included, so that $160 would be off. So it would just be $275 to remove all of this. Generally, I can get the hollies delivered. You'd put one right here. That'd be $50. Then you could put like 2 here and maybe 4 across here. They're usually about $50 a piece installed. We could do that if you'd like. Look, if you want curb appeal, this is what will have to be done for the house. The side yard, this big tree, it's a nice looking tree, but it's in a really bad place. It's all up on the house. I can trim this up, like shrink it up, make it skinnier, clean the bottom up, get all that scraggly stuff off the fence for $175. If you wanted to remove the entire thing and put it on the street, that would be $300. All this little stuff, of course, would be taken care of as well. Bunch of little volunteers popping up against the house. And yes, I've actually been out here before a few years ago, and it looks like it just hasn't been touched since I've been out here, except for the grass has been mowed. Still have these volunteers on the fence. This big thing right here, I'm gonna tell you, one of the biggest reasons this house won't be sold is the front yard bushes and this right here. This tree is okay, but all this stuff is blocking a beautiful waterfront view that you have. I would be sold on this place if this was gone. I can remove all of this, which is pretty drastic, as you can tell. You said you'll be here in about a week anyway, so you'll see it. But all this, remove it all down, just revert it back to grass, leave the big tree. I would charge $750. But if you just want to trim it up, and that's just to get the overhanging stuff and all the excess stuff away from it, I would just charge $100 to do that. Now, I don't recommend it. I recommend removing all of this. You're gonna, in the long run, get what you want out of this deal, selling this house. Now the backyard. Okay, so all this stuff goes up to the gutters. Some of it's even on the shingles of the roof, all that vine. I'd remove all the vines on the house for $200. And it also includes this small den area. All the bushes. If I were to clean out all these volunteers, clean all the junk from under here, shape these up, I mean, everything that's not supposed to be here out of here. Clean this crepe myrtle up, which is kind of a disaster. I'd remove that bush, honestly, next to the porch. That would be right at $520. And I think that's it. That covers everything. Of course, we'd also vacuum up the whole yard, get all these pine cones up, get any of the little volunteers out of the yard, clean up the leaves, edge the lawn. And I can text you a total as well. But yeah, this is definitely something that needs done. And just let me know what you think. Okay.